It's 2 o'clock. I'd like to call the meeting to order. I want to thank everyone for participating today. As our COVID world has changed so much, we've had to do the AGM virtual. We have a lot of technology in the room, so if we have a few glitches, please be patient with us. We're still trying to get everyone up online, so just be patient with us. I'm going to hand it over to Terry. He'll go through some procedures and voting processes that we're going to do today.
Firstly, I'd just like to ask that all members, if they're on the live feed, to please do phone in to the 1-800 number at 1-800-309-1256 and participant code 901409. We will be using the phone service for actually the voting process. So, thank you. Voting will be done via the moderated phone line, and it is done in reverse. In that, if we hear no objections, we'll assume passage. We'll ask the moderator to open the lines and then call for objections. If we hear nothing, we'll assume agreement. If not in agreement, and there are significant numbers, we will do a poll of each member on the motion. Just a reminder that a corporation has one vote, and please mute your lines if you're not speaking to cut down on background noise. Questions can be posed at the other business portion of the agenda, and we will wait for a minute or two to make sure everybody gets joined on the phone line for all members to ensure we have quorum, and I will now pass it back to Sandra.
So we're just going to take a few moments to let everyone get onto the phone lines. Some people were just on the YouTube, but we do need you to phone in to get registered so we have quorum.
Just a reminder that members, please log into the conference call line at 1-800-309-1256, passcode 901409. your member notice form, it's actually, that number's on the back as well, if that's helpful.
Okay, just so everybody knows, we're just waiting to make sure we have quorum. We can't continue on till we know that we have quorum for sure. So that's just kind of what the hold is. Please, again, just be patient with us. Once we have quorum, we will go ahead and continue on with the meeting. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start. We do have enough online. I know there's some people that are still getting dialed in and getting online, and we greatly appreciate that. But we're going to go ahead and start. I know everybody's busy, and it's a beautiful day out there. So we need to appoint a recording secretary. So I asked for a motion to appoint Terry Wensley as our recording secretary. So motion to appoint Terry Wensley as recording secretary, made by Lyle Franson. Seconder, Eric Weisbeck. I would now like to ask for the operator to open the lines. And if there's any, okay, if there's any objections, please say so now. Okay, no objections are heard. The motion's carried. Could you please close the lines?
The lines are closed.
Thank you. We have now how many members registered at this time? Okay, we have 16 members online. We need 15 to establish quorum, so we've gone ahead and carried on. All members were mailed the meeting notice on February 4th of 2021. So proof of notice exceeds the 15 days, the proposed agenda, and we will put that up for you now. It's also on the web page as well. So we just need a motion to approve the proposed agenda as presented. Deb Florick. Thank you. Seconder. Dawn Johnson. Thank you. Could I have the phone lines open again, please?
One moment, please. All lines are open.
Are there any objections to the adoption of the agenda?
Thank you.
Okay, there's no objections. The motion's carried. We can close the line, please.
The lines are closed.
Okay, the 2020 AGM meetings are as indicated on the webpage. I hope that you took time to go through them and look them over. We have not been notified of any errors or admissions in those 2020 AGM reports as presented. So a motion to approve the 2020 AGM minutes as presented. Daryl Rutherford. Seconder. Gerald Sanderson. Operator, could you please open the lines?
The lines are open.
Are there any objections to the 2020 AGM minutes? No objections. The motion's carried. You can close the lines, please.
The lines are closed.
Thank you. I'd now like Okay, so I'm going to ask on to Terry to give us the general manager's report.
Thank you, Sandra. It's been quite the first year of operations. It's been a whirlwind of activity. It included the negotiation and conclusion of the BMO lending facility, moving all the remaining associations, working with and developing our staff, clarifying policies and procedures, and operationalizing our processes, and so much more. The following is just a summary of some of the work that was done this past year. 41 associations were transitioned to SK Livestock. 2,572 existing schedules were transferred for a value in excess of $46 million. 1,646 new schedules were processed. 44 new members and numerous limit increases and changes, as at August 31, 2020, of course. The portfolio outstanding exceeded $66 million at one point as well. Last year was a year of change, not only in the operating of our new co-op and the forging of our new direction and working collaboratively with the members and our board, but also working on positive change and growth in our industry. One of our more significant challenges was a difference in practices amongst the previous associations. There were a vast array of practices, interpretations, approaches, pricing, and proved challenging in standardizing of our programs and ensuring a consistent approach. I must acknowledge that this last year was a challenge. We did struggle with the timeliness and did not provide always the quality of service you deserve or, frankly, I expect. The timeliness of getting payments processed and funds back to our members' hands was an issue, particularly in the first half of last year. I must acknowledge that this challenge was certainly more than anticipated. While we need to mature as an organization, it's important to celebrate also our accomplishments. You, our members, the board and staff, have created a $70 million plus financial cooperative and attained profitability in year one. This is an amazing accomplishment, especially when you consider the almost no startup funding and minimal lead time to create our organization. While we need to worry about today, our focus does need to be on tomorrow. With this in mind, we are pleased to announce that shortly the following additional services will be available. Joint membership, which you'll be able to combine your limits and assurance funds to simplify and speed up the process. Also, creditor insurance will be available to qualifying members with no health questionnaires, except where critical illness is purchased. And this also can be financed with us. It is important to acknowledge the organizations and persons who assisted us along the way and whose help made SK Livestock Finance Cooperative possible and whose support and vision help us get to where we are today. Charles Wilson and Bank of Montreal, our funder. Our livestock supervisors for their patience and hard work and being the face of SK Livestock to many of our members. Our auditors, Chris Haynes, Heike Au, Carrie Carson from Deloitte. And of course, Shanna McNair and McNair Business Development, Rob Brodner and the Saskatchewan Ministry of Agriculture, and lastly, and most importantly, you, our membership, for your support and patience. As a new organization, we will continue to mature. Well, this does take time, and you have my assurance that we'll continue to grow and strive for constant improvement. We will keep getting better and be an organization in which you can be proud. I would also like to thank our staff, all of our regional coordinators and our office staff for their extreme level of dedication and the support that is clearly demonstrated every day. Thank you. It would be remiss of me if I did not express my deep appreciation to the board and your chairperson, Sandra Moan, for their constant support, guidance, and goodwill. Last year was a year of challenges and at times frustrating, but with your support and patience, we accomplished what some thought was unachievable, a strong, profitable cooperative. Finally, to you, our members, thank you for your support and kindness. You are the reason we are here, and your support and patience has surpassed anything I've experienced. Thank you. Can we load the financial statements, please? With that, we'll proceed with the review of the financial statements for last year. Balance sheets. Current assets, cash, $8,473,306, $806. Investments, $99,834. Members' loans, $25,506,309. For total current assets of $34,079,499. Long-term member loans of $38,077,739. Property and equipment, $18,214. Total assets, $72,175,452. Liabilities, loans payable, $64,439,103. Accounts payable, $342,999. Assurance funds, $7,488,727. Total liabilities, $72,270,829. Retained members deficit, negative $95,377 for total liabilities of $72,175,452. Moving on to the income statement. And revenue, interest income was $1,798,583. Purchasing fees, $303,206. Membership applications, $100,333. Ministry of Agriculture Government Grant, $130,300. Inventory fees, $124,590. Investment income, $43,900. Other income of $19,292 for a total revenue of $2,520,204. Expenses, interest expense, $1,160,770. Salaries, wages, benefits, $505,378. Regional expenses, $247,858. Professional fees, $181,866. Administration, $213,373. Office, $89,551. Legal expense, $43,860. PPSA charges, $10,678. Depreciation, $1,777 for total expenses of $2,455,111. Income from operations, $65,093. Government assistance, $10,574 for a total net income of $75,667. And with that, I turn it over to Sandra.
Thank you, Terry. So we need to move the presentation of the 2020 financial statement. So the approval of the August 31st, 2020 financial statement as presented. Dale Cannon, seconder. Shinley Boris, thank you. Operator, could you please open the lines?
The lines are open now.
Are there any objections? No response, so motion carried. Could we have the lines closed again, please?
The lines are closed.
Thank you. Okay. We'd like to thank Deloitte for all their assistance and support over the past few years. For the 2021, the board has recommended the appointment of the Virtus Group as our auditor moving forward. A motion to appoint Virtus Group LLP as our auditor for the 2021 year. Chris Webb, seconder. Shinley Boris, thank you. Operator, could you open our lines, please?
One moment, please. The lines are open.
Any objections? No response. The motion is carried. You can close the lines, please.
The lines are closed.
Thank you. I'm going to hand it back over to Terry for other business or any questions.
Thank you. So we'll open the lines for any questions. And while that's occurring, there was one posed to us previously, so I thought I'd bring it up here. So bring it up. And the question was raised about, for a feeder option, that we currently do not finance bull calves. They have to be steered. Looking at our policy, which is basically consistent with the previous LLG, it does say that basically prior to purchasing, the animal has to be steered. So discussing it operational wise, we could look at making sure that the bull calves are doctored and make sure that verify that they are now steers, and then move forward with the purchase of the animals, as long as it was recorded that the animals had been corrected. So, for lack of a better terminology, so adjusted. There you go. So that was one question that came up, and obviously we will be raising this and going forward with our funder to discuss it with them as well. So. Oh, please open the lines.
If you would like to ask a question, please signal by pressing star 1 on your telephone keypad. If you're using a speakerphone, please make sure your mute function is turned off to allow your signal to reach our equipment. A voice prompt on the phone line will indicate when your line is open. Please state your name before posing your question. Again, press star 1 to ask a question. We'll pause for just a moment to allow everyone an opportunity to signal for questions. Once again, if you would like to ask a question over the phone lines, please press star 1. It appears there are no questions at this time.
Okay, close the lines.
Questions via online?
Sorry, do we
The
have?
lines are closed.
No, the lines are closed. All right, back to you, Sandra.
Okay, so if we have no questions, we'll carry on. We received five nominations for the Board of Directors. Those names are Gerald Sanderson, Daryl Rutherford, Deborah Florick, Lyle Franson, Don Johnson. Nominations were ceased, so they have been approved by acclamation. We need a motion to approve the slate of board directors as I have just mentioned. Chris Webb, thank you. A seconder for that. Darren Kress, thank you. Operator, can we open the lines again, please?
The lines are opened.
Any objections? No objections, so the nomination is carried. Motion's carried. You can close the lines.
The lines are closed.
Thank you. Well, this actually brings our second AGM to a conclusion. I want to thank everyone and please stay safe. A motion on the floor to adjourn the meeting. Darren Kress, thank you. Seconder. Eric Weisbeck. Operator, can you open the line again, please?
The lines are open.
Any objections? No objections. Motion carried to adjourn. You can close lines. Thank you.
The lines are closed.
That closes the meeting. Thank you everyone for joining. Thanks everyone for having your patience with doing it virtual. Please stay safe and take care, and I wish everyone the best of luck in cabin season. Goodbye.